Hello, this is Cheryl Lentz, Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, doing my follow-up Friday. I continued playing with the Country Bouquet suite, or it's a bundle. You can get the suite too, but the bundle. So it's the stamp set and the punch. So I have a couple little tips and what I was playing with this morning, and I quickly put together 2 cards to show you out of what I was playing with. So let's turn the camera around right away and we will get started. So welcome. You're joining me now, joining me later. Let me know where you're watching from, if you're YouTube or Facebook. And well, I'll know, because if you comment and let me know, I'll know where you're coming from. So hello, Miss Deanne. All right, I'm going to turn the camera around and we will get started right away here. Ta-da. So close your eyes if this bothers you. We're going to go for a little ride down to my messy. The animals are crying and complaining again today because, hello, Lenore. It's time to eat, and, you know, they keep moving up that time, so then they come here to complain. Y'all have to wait. When I'm done with the video, I'll do it. Okay. Like they know what I'm saying. They actually do. So here is the bundle that you can get. So this is something that you can purchase after January 5th from the new mini catalog. Love it, love it, love it. So I had showed earlier on Wednesday, it must have been, where I stamped these 2 images. So you have the flowers all in one color, and then you have the leaves all in one color, and then I did the leaves first, then I put the flowers on, and I have to tell you that it's very forgiving. I wanted to practice on it and try something different. So what I did this morning is I took a piece of, I wanted to do it more like, let's see where this fits on here. I wanted to do it more like I don't know where it fits. And maybe it's on this side. It's a puzzle. I can't even do it. Okay. So I took a piece of regular cardstock and I just put it all over. So I wanted to make my own DSP, and I used the petal pink and the mint macaroon. So it was super soft. And then I filled in all the little spots with the little heart, and simple, kind of fun. So I just wanted to practice to see how it lined up. And I have to tell you, if you're worried about lining it up because it's 2-step, do not worry about, this goes up here. I see that now. Do not worry about it, because it's very forgiving. You can't tell that some of them are off a smidgen. It doesn't matter. So I created this morning and then decided I needed to do something with it. So I started chopping it up because I'll get more out of there. And I did this one. Ta-da. So I used that lovely gingham, the new, this is the matching country gingham that goes along with the set. So cute. And again, I told you, I love the little tiny prints. So here's a piece of my DSP that I created. And then I punched out all this good stuff. This interesting little die, I have to tell you where that's from, because I love all the different dies. So that is from the Something Fancy dies, this set, if you have it. This is so great because they have all this that layers up, but I like this little kind of zippy with the ends cut off. That die, I think it's really fun. So there was a couple of them I looked at, but that's the one I went with. And then I thought I should put on some jewels, which I hadn't done yet. So let me find those. They're on my desk here somewhere. You know, the new sequins that come with this. So here are the new ones that come with this suite. And I think this is supposed to be petal pink, these kind of iridescent pink ones. And then this is the balmy blue. Well, I didn't use balmy blue. I wish they would have had the mint macaroon, but this is what I have to work with. So this is what I'm going with. So we're going to just put a couple of sparkly things so that when we move it around, we're going to see this. See a little bit of sparkle on here. And we're going to put this one right up here. There we go. Ta-da. So here is the card, punched it out, stamped it and punched it out. Now this stamp here comes like this. Can you see that? Can you see that? So it's the two hearts together. So normally, hello Cindy, normally I would say with a punch, I would take a punch and I would line up the stamp so that I can stamp it and then go in and punch it right away, you know, upside down, right? Go in and punch it. However, the way the stamps are set up, the two hearts are connected. Now you could cut them apart if you want, but I wouldn't. So you can cut them apart because the leaves are somewhere here too. Here are the leaves. And the leaves are together. So you really couldn't, you'd have to have the stamps overlapping each other unless you cut these apart. So that's not one where I would set it up that way unless you're chopping it up, but then you'd have two, smaller things. And actually, so what I did is I took a nice narrow piece of paper here. I turned my paper around. I need my, where is it? I need the other side. This is metric. I want to tell you what size this is. And it worked perfect for this particular thing. I'll just turn this around and measure it. So this piece of paper is 5 by 2. Okay. So I stamped, because the punch, is going up and down, right? So I stamped my hearts first. I'm going to stamp it in Sweet Sorbet so you can see it better. So I stamped it in like this, down here, ta-da. And if on that 3 by 5 or 2 by 5, right, it is. And then the leaves go this way. And there's just enough room to do that. And you could do a little verse here. So let's stamp these in. Let's stamp these in the Mossy Meadow. Mossy Meadow. And it's just as easy then to turn it over and punch them out that way. So this goes over here. And then you would have enough for a little verse if you're going to die cut it or fussy cut it or whatever you want to do with that. But then your punch, your little hearts go in here, just right down the center. And they line up nicely. You have a little bit of a border around them. It's not much. So there you go. There's my hearts. And then I can flip it this way and do my leaves. So I guess you'd have to be careful. You're going to get another heart here. So really, I guess you couldn't do your verse there unless you did the verse on your little thing. But you're going to get an extra heart. Whoops. Here we go. Let's cut this. Ta-da. So there's my extra heart. There's my leaves. And then this one here, it's not bad to stamp it after you have it. I'm putting it right on that solid line. To stamp it after you have it punched out already. So I'm just kind of looking at that line. Ta-da. See how it looks. Ta-da. There we go. So out of that little paper, you get all these pieces. Kind of fun. Out of this 2 by 5. So it's not a lot. And that's what I used on here. So I did the same thing here. I stamped it after I punched the leaves out. So here's the one with the cute little paper and then the inside. I did use a different, this Just Wanted to Say is from the Country Bouquet stamp set. But inside, I wanted to have a birthday card. And I wanted to have a font that has writing and printing, right? The cursive. So I used Sentimental Park, which is another new one coming out. So I just said, let's celebrate and happy birthday. I love this one. Remember I said, because it has anniversary, graduation, birthday, best wishes, your new baby, your new adventure, lots of things, covers lots. Sentimental Park covers lots of sentimental events. So there you go. That's that. So when I showed you the stamping of that heart And I did it on here, and you can see. I did 2 hearts. I did one on each side. But what I did was then I cut the hearts out. So you have to fussy cut it, not a big deal. So here it is. Again, I'm using one of the gingham DSP 6x6. I cut out the 2 hearts that I did. And then I punched out from our regular heart punch, because these are kind of wonky, right? And this one is too, but I wanted it a little bit bigger so that I could get the verse in there. So I used our set of punches where you have the scallop punch and then you have the solid to punch out my words. I did cut the scallop out of this layer here, the mossy meadow layer. That's going to be covered up because no one will ever know. They'll never know. They'll never know you took that out. So, and then I thought I wanted to use the new ribbon. So I just kind of left it in a, little lines there. And then the bow, so this pack comes in the sweet. This is actually real red, but I think it goes quite well with the sweet sorbet too. So, ta-da. And then I added a couple of the gold, the sequins. And then, excuse me. I used a little strip of the DSP inside. So I love that we're friends. And then you can write a note and say why you love it. So this one is made to do a little chatting with your friends. So super easy cutting these out. You won't line it up, like I normally did. I think I did that on the strawberry one where I had a video where I lined up all the stamps so that you could stamp everything, turn around, punch it out. It was all good. But because the stamps, the way they are, unless you want to cut them apart, you wouldn't be doing that. But super simple. And you still get all that stuff out of a 2x5 piece of paper. So your cardstock. I shouldn't say paper, cardstock. So try this, try making your own DSP. I'll make some more cards and show you next week, but it's kind of fun to have a little bit different pattern. And, if you don't, if you only buy the gingham DSP for right now and you don't have the 12x12, it's a nice option. But the print is so nice together with the little tiny ginghams. So that's it. So I use Sweet Sorbet on here and Mossy Meadow. And this one I use the Mint Macaroon and the pink, no, what is it? Petal Pink. Petal Pink. So there you go. That's what I have for you today. I love, love, love this suite. Y'all need to get it. If you're a demonstrator, get it now. If you are not a demonstrator, you're a stamper, after January 5th, you'll be able to have this in your little arsenal to use to your heart's delight. So let me turn the camera around. Animals are getting wild here, so we have to feed them. Here we go. Ta-da. Maybe it won't. Oh, there we go. Okay. So here we go. Back down to me. Sorry. There we go. It's going to stay straight. When it moves, I feel like I'm on a ship that's moving. So that's it. That's what I have for you today. We're getting ready. We have people stamping here today. We have bingo tonight at 6 o'clock. So lots going on. And so have a good Friday. Have a safe weekend. And we will see you back here on Tuesday. I think, yeah, at Tuesday. I'll have a new nail color. I think I go to, I don't know, maybe not. Anyhow, I have to look at my schedule. I can't remember anything. Thank you so much for joining me. Y'all take care, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.